Hi, welcome. In this video, I want to take a couple minutes to talk about the hard truth of it all. And here's the thing. Again, I'm putting out specific information regarding what defines training. A process, again, talk about training following the path of an intervention. I talk about a interaction-based method that changes the perception of dogs the right way at the social level. Based again on what that connection represents with how a dog's decision-making process is influenced and governed that way. But here's the thing, again, I talk about this being like hard information I put out, especially for already established dog trainers, those who have invested their reputations, okay, their career. In some cases, individuals have spent, like, I'm talking like, say, $10,000 on a play-based course, and those have, say, gone, spent years on their education, and now someone steps forward and says, here's the issue, okay, here's the real problem, and it blows everything out of the water. But understand something here, it's blown out of the water already, okay? Understand that there's a reason why you see all these individuals, okay, coming onto my social media wanting to engage, okay, wanting to challenge, and basically end up getting thrown on the rocks, okay, of their own ideology. Because again, I talk about this whole thing. For me, okay, there's no debate, okay? This is a complete system of training. I asked the questions years ago that these trainers should have asked, okay, as individuals. They didn't do that. Instead, okay, what did they do? They just, took a hold of this idea and ran with it. And now, what do you do with that? Okay? Oh, I'll tell you what you do with that, okay? There's no wiggle room here, okay? There's no backing out of it. It requires a trade-off, okay? And that's a hard thing, again, when you've invested everything, okay, into this idea. But again, understand that when you look at the dog training community, there's a reason why these trainers are wanting to debate, why they want to come on to my social media, right? I didn't go looking for them. Why they're unsettled, okay? Why they're in the state that they're in. If they had the answers, all these things wouldn't be happening in the first place, okay? I mean, that's the thing that amazes me too. It's like a little bit of clarity here. I mean, just common sense. It's like these trainers, there is none, okay? They've completely been turned over, and now they're like in this position that they put themselves in, and they want to get upset. Okay, well, they're already upset, okay, before they even encountered me. But again, I'm just the messenger. Understand? I'm putting out the information. So people have as individuals, you have a choice to make. It's like you can blame the messenger, or you can blame yourself, okay? And then even in that, okay, you have a choice to make. Do you want to make the trade-off, or just continue to move forward? And this is where you get into this whole issue about ethics, okay? As these individuals continue to go on a rampage. So all to say that I'm going to continue to talk about the real issue. This is a complete original source system. You're not going to find any other system of training out there like this system of training for a reason, because I asked the questions, okay? So the system of training is solid, okay? And this is why these trainers want to try to go at a personal level, because they can't touch the information. That's interesting. So for me, it's just background noise, because they can go on all day long. But my response is, why aren't you actually, looking around and asking the questions that you should have asked at the beginning? Why are you upset with me? Because that's just their outlet. Okay, I understand that these trainers, that's a position that they put themselves in, not me. I didn't put them in that position. They put themselves in that position. So all to say that the dog training world is a train wreck. These trainers, they made their choices, kind of like you made your bed, now you got to lie in it. And that's just the way it is. So again, I would encourage you, if you're one of these individuals, consider what I'm saying. But better yet, make the trade-off. Okay, it's not too late. Some of these trainers, they're going to go right to the end. That's on them. That's their choice as individuals. But don't be one of these people. If you really care about dogs, you really care about, people, okay, the right way, okay, it's an easy choice. It's not too late. Make the choice. Thanks for watching.